This is a case of large full-thickness macular hole, of size 1200 microns basal diameter. Note, there is no visible epiretinal membrane. This case is of special importance, as ILM was missing. On inferior arcade, there was fibrous proliferation of unknown etiology. Probably this FPs could be reason for missing ILM. Contraction of this membrane might have pulled ILM along with it during hole formation. Note, ILM not getting stained with brilliant blue dye. Membranes were then removed using max grip. The reason for ILM not getting stained, either a epiretinal membrane is present, or vitreous phase is still intact. These were confirmed by using tricort. Another reason could be not retaining dye for enough time period, for which dye was used thrice in this case, and only the ohm outside the arcade was getting stained. When it didn't stain third time too, I was certain now that ILM was missing. To close this large hole, I changed my strategy from inverted flap to free flap. Using ILM forceps, I lifted a chunk of ILM. Once enough of membrane was lifted, I didn't separate it completely. Using a hard-tip cannula, a drop of VISCO elastic was put over hole. This will hold the free flap temporarily, not letting it to loosen vitreous cavity. After putting VISCO elastics, max grip forceps was used. Don't use ILM forceps, as it has tooth which will make membrane difficult to release. So with max grip, ILM is harvested and tucked over hole. The edges were massaged gently, to narrow the gap. Case was ended with fluid air exchange and gas. Fluid air exchange should be done very thoroughly and for a longer time. Make sure to completely dry vitreous cavity, to get best result. This is the post-op OCT after 1 month, macular hole closed and 2 lines improvement in visual acuity.